Now maybe. Do you hear me now? Is it working now? I think now it should. Something happened to the microphone. Just a second. I think, yeah, something is not working. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you very much, Grandmina, yeah, for telling me that. Yeah, now we are good. So let's go back to the game. There is a move c6 on the board. So we are back. Just a second, please. I want to be sure that all is good. Okay, so let's continue with the game. All right, c6. Idea of the move c6 could be just to put the knight on c5, maybe b5 somewhere. I think not yet, so let's get the bishop out. We play the move bishop f4, easy idea. Queen on d2, followed by the move rook a d1. Let's see what our opponent is going to play next. We have a very simple plan. Just put this pressure here on the d file and it should be good. In case we can put enough pressure here, white is going to be better. Knight on f5 might be some interesting option next. Let's see. How for black to defend the pawn on d6? It's not gonna be an easy defense here. Maybe to put the knight in the center. Maybe this is the best. Maybe to exit with a queen, but this is okay for white, I think. This is not so dangerous, so probably we will see the move. Knight to the center, this would be normal, and knight might go here to c4, a5, a bit unusual play, because I don't know what is the idea of that. So maybe let's just play the move queen on d2 and rook to d1. First we bring all the pieces into the game and then we see what happens next. So we continue with an easy strategy. Usually it is a good strategy, so I can only advise you to do the same. In case you are not sure what happens next, just bring your pieces to the center and let's see what happens next. Very simple and usually quite strong. So what is the next move of our opponent? Grand Miner is writing another way to play this opening is castling queenside and attacking the black king. Yes, this is correct. We could go with the long castle to play bishop f4, queen d2 and long castle. Yeah, this is correct. Bishop f4 been played by a lot of top chess players. So it's quite popular, yeah, to go with a long castle. This is true, but there are very long lines. So it is well analyzed and maybe it's matter of taste to play it or not to play it. Florian is saying, how are you today? Good, good Florian, I'm doing well. How are you? I hope you're doing well also. So rook gets to d1. We have here the pressure on the d file. Now we have the move knight on e5. Knight might go to c4, but maybe this is not even so dangerous. That's why I might be able to play a simple move like b3 just to keep this knight c4 idea away. We must be a little bit careful about this bishop takes h3 somewhere. Was the idea knight f3 with a fork, but it is not working obviously in the moment. So just something to keep in mind. Bishop on d7. What is the plan for black in the current position? I don't know what is his plan. Maybe it is to prepare the move b5. I don't know. This looks a little bit strange. Maybe we go just bishop e3 followed by the move f4. It looks not bad. As well, to play just the move knight on f5 is also looking quite strong. And maybe let's proceed with the move a4 because it's so useful. just in case to stop black from playing the move b5, and let's see what happens next. So we give to black no real counterplay. This is the idea of this b3, and a4 will be useful for later. Now queen on c7, followed by the move rook d8, I guess. So let's go back. Prepare the move f4. f4 is usually the right way to proceed with the white pieces here. We get rid of this knight on e5. So I see in the chat some idea knight c6, but I think it was not working. I think it was not possible to play the move knight c6. What opening is it? Philidor. We're playing Philidor here. How often does a pawn go across the board to become a queen? Well, it's quite realistic. In many endgames, this is a normal thing to happen, so it depends on how long the game is. But it's quite realistic, so it happens very, very often. I think if you stay a little bit on the stream, you're going to see that, yeah, we will be, most probably one of the games will have it. Knight goes away, so let's push. f4. Next move, bishop on f2, just to be very safe. Next move, maybe king on h2, or maybe we can get ready for g4 somewhere. Maybe also we might get ready for the move knight f5, but we have to be careful with knight f5 because black is gonna take, and then to play the move knight to e7, so it might be not so easy, so we have to wait with the move knight on f5, I think. First, let's enjoy the position, bishop f2. We have quite a serious space advantage, so we have no rush here. d5, the idea of d5 is good. The question is it working? Because he tries to act against the center of white. Yeah, this is perfect. Now, there is also this bishop b4 somewhere. We should be careful. So we have e5 or ed. e5, where does the knight go? Knight might go to e4, but this is better for white, in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't know where the knight is going after the move e5. Also to take here is looking better, because if c takes, we have this knight on b5 idea. Looks like a better position. I just think that the move e5 is even better. Not sure where the knight is moving. Knight h7. Wow. Now, as you can see, this knight is completely out of the game. It means that probably white is having a beautiful position here. We have this idea of bishop b4, might be unpleasant, so let me move maybe the queen to d3. Maybe it's gonna be useful. The queen on d3, not sure, but I think the queen is not badly placed here. Still the move bishop on b4, and I think we have here a tactical solution. Is it possible to play the move e6? He's gonna take, I'm gonna play f5, but g3 is hanging. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. I don't think we should go for this move. I thought that it might be a good idea to push, but maybe this was a mistake. Maybe we should recalculate, because it's strange that this is not working here. A little bit strange. Maybe we should be more careful, yeah. I think we should be more careful. Let's play the move bishop on f2, so we keep still the position in the center. We are playing against the bad knight on h7. Now we have here this kind of pin on b4, but I think we should be able to do something tactical here. Maybe knight on b5 actually is working somewhere. Maybe now after knight on f8 it's not working any longer. So the knight is going here, not really. Let's go away from the pin. Let's play this move, because this pin is quite annoying. So we are playing against the tricks of black. Let's see what is going to happen next. Now the rook on d1, not doing so much. Oh, knight on e6. Wow. Is this possible to play something like this? Because I can just take it. Also very interesting to play knight on b5, take, knight takes, and we're gonna take the bishop, and the bishop on d7 also looks interesting. But I think... Can I just take it? What happens if I take? So, okay, let me take. Because we have this move f5. f5, knight takes, e5 is the idea. If we take, it doesn't work. Maybe I cannot go to the move f5. It does not work to play the move e5. Surprising, because it feels like it should, so... Quite pity that it doesn't. So let's go back. Finally, we get rid of this bishop here. We are going to switch our strategy now a little bit. Still, I'm very much confused that I cannot go with the move f5, because it feels like I can go now, but it's not enough in my opinion. So let's continue playing positional chess. We try to bring the knight on d3, which might be not a bad idea. So next, maybe queen here. And still we're looking for this f5 push, because somehow I have the feeling it should be working somewhere, but for the moment, maybe not. Which is quite strange, because it feels like it should, but it is not. Pawn is hanging. Let's just defend the pawn. So the knight to d3. This is our next idea in the current position. Let's see if we get it. I think we should. So still very, very complex position here. I'm still pushing because of the better pawn structure, so I believe that white is still doing better, but it is a very, very complicated position. So h5. Okay, let's maybe try to collect the pawn. A little bit weird play, h5, to be honest, because it doesn't feel like it is so great to put a pawn on h5. And the pawn now is under attack, so I think my opponent played on the wrong side. Usually you should play when you are stronger, and we are doing better on the king side, so the move h5 feels like so-so. It's like you're playing on the wrong side. g4. Next move is going to be f5, or first knight on d3. How nice that now we have the knight coming to d3. Next is going to be f5. So it was very nice, this idea that we did. Knight a2, knight c1, knight on d3. What a knight now. f5 is coming. Then we would like to win the pawn on h4 in case we can. We can support the move f5 as well by playing the move rook to e1 in case we need it. So for example here, we play rook e1, so we would like to push f5 in case we can. Now I think there's the spin, so I think we can play the move, but maybe let's go here just to be safe. So we are getting ready to play the move f5. It's only a matter of time till we are going to play the move f5, so we have to be a little bit patient here and play it in the good moment. So he gives us already his bishop, so we are going to take it. Now we might be able to play it because we're gonna win the pawn on h4. This is a better position for white, I believe, but I think let's prepare over bishop on h2. It's all about playing the move f5. In case we get the move f5, black's position is just going to be terrible, and I don't know why he played the move rook d8. I think it is not helping defending from the move f5. So we might be in time. Let's see. Bishop pair can become so strong. Now f5, finally we have the move f5 on the board. Next we should try to give a checkmate. Maybe e6 is winning now a full piece, is it? I think so. So we're capable of playing the move e6, and we're just gonna take back. The bishop on d7 has no squares to go, so it might be already a game over. Take. Next we're gonna take the bishop, and probably that's it. Quite a tense game, but I think we had a good strategy. We had a very good strategy, so now we're just piece up. And it should be easily winning here. So let's continue playing good chess, because one big mistake and black might come back, but objectively speaking, white is having a winning position here. So how can we win a winning position? Maybe let's go with this move just to collect a pawn on b4. And maybe something like queen on e5. So the queen takes a beautiful position on e5 central. And the pawn on d5, in theory, might be hanging in many lines. So maybe also just queen on g5. So I think this is what we are going to play next. Attacking the knight on e7. And we take next the pawn on h4. It is almost a game over now. There is no way to save a position like that. Queen on b7. He is trying to defend, but we are winning the pawn on h4. So b5. Ooh, where is black going? So a5, free pawn. The pawn is very good there. So let's give a check. Now we should aim to win the game somehow quickly. I'm not sure if we can, but maybe let's try. This g6 idea is not looking bad. Rook e7. Now we can take. We give a check next on h8. So this is what is happening next, and that's it. Because in case king is taking on f8, we're gonna give this check. King f7, we're gonna give, for example, check here, and it is game over because we have the bishop pair. King is running everywhere, so material advantage, let's say. I don't know, king e6, we can give a check, and g6, like a simple solution. So the rook is going to fall on f7, and with the rook, the game is lost. Welcome everyone to VChess. Who is new, like and subscribe. Here on VChess we have educational chess content. I hope you're enjoying my comments. I think we played quite a nice game. So yeah, let's go with the next one. By the way, for those of you who are regularly watching my stream, I changed the board. How do you like the new color? So we had this usual green color, now we have a little bit this cement or wooden look. Maybe a bit nicer than the green, but maybe just matter of taste. No idea. I am so bad in arts, so not my strengths. All right, let's go with the next game, and we are playing now the knight of 6 e6, one of the safest openings. So let's see. Grand Minor, I like it. You like the board color? All right, thanks for letting us know. So knight on c3, bishop b4. So we have the Nimzo, and again we have here in the chat, it doesn't matter again if someone is a cheater or not a cheater. We are playing 10 moves games just to enjoy. Accuracy has nothing to do with being a cheater or not being a cheater, so this is absolutely disconnected, because you might be a cheater and you have accuracy of, let's say, 50%. This has nothing to do with each other. So, but let us better focus on the games, focus on the nice game of chess, and enjoy it with a pleasant stream instead of speaking about bad things. All right, so we have the Nimzo here. This is called the Nimzo with the move bishop on d2. Not the main line, but quite a solid move, by the way. We go with the move b6. Let's play the Nimzo with the move bishop a6 or bishop b7 next. There are many ways to play this position for white and for black, so let's see what happens next. Now that white took already on d5, we might switch the strategy to rook e8, and then usually the bishop gets to d6. This is sort of a normal play. The knight on f3 usually belongs to e2, so in most of the cases black is doing fine here. We have again many different options to play this position with black. Maybe let me try with the move bishop g4. So it's very rare that we play b6 and after we play the move bishop g4. Usually this is not what black is playing, much more normal. It is, let's say, to put bishop to b7, to go bishop d6 back, to play the move c5, or to play the move c5. So this would be normal. But now we try to pin here, and in case white needs to go back bishop e2, then white is losing at tempo. So this idea, bishop g4, bishop h5, is usually being played with a pawn on b7 and with a pawn on c6. Now it is a bit weird combination of the move b6 plus the bishop g4, but I think it's playable. White is losing tempo on playing the move bishop e2. It means for us that most probably the position of black is perfectly okay. Next we should get out with a knight from b8. We can put it to d7, let's say. This is looking normal, so I think let's play knight on d7. Somewhere we might looking to play the move knight e4. So let's go, let's go. Let me read the chat. So let's see what happens next. In case you have some chess question, please do ask me in the chat. Sometimes I see the chat, but also we have a lot of good guys in the chat that might be able to answer your questions. We have a lot of people here of 2,200, 2,300 who are in the chat, so very knowledgeable chess players. What is my favorite opening? I don't know. Favorite opening, not sure, but most of my life I played first move e4, so I always like to play the Sicilian defense. Sicilian, I think, is very rich. It gives you so many options to play with white and to play with black, so I played it with both colors. I think Sicilian is maybe my favorite opening. Welcome, welcome everyone. By the way, for longer I haven't seen Hadi BM, who been so regular with us somehow. Maybe he got busy. He stayed at so many streams from the beginning till the end. Big supporter of us. Lately, not here. I think he been in the morning a little bit, but not here, not here. So a3, we have to choose to take or not to take. Both, I think, is okay for black. Should we take or should we not take? Difficult decision, because we can take, get the knight on e4. This looks like pretty okay position for black in my opinion. We can also go back and be completely okay, but white is gonna play this move b4, but we will be alright even if white plays the move b4. Maybe let's go to f8, so we play a little bit more rich position, because each piece we change, the position gets a bit more simpler, so let's keep all the pieces on the board, so we have very interesting game. As you can see, the bishop on d2 is not doing much now. g4, wow, this is extremely risky play by our opponent, so we go back. Maybe he's planning to play the move g5. Yeah, he does. This is too dangerous. This is just too dangerous to play like that, because now we get the move knight e4, and we can even take the pawn on g5 next, but let's say we would not have the option of taking the g5 pawn. I still think that to take on d5 is just too dangerous. To open the king on g1 is a bit suspicious, to say it softly, because this is giving to black so many opportunities. h4, keeping the pawn on g5 alive. Yes, maybe it is a good decision, but now the king is just so open here. I think with black we should be able to get excellent play. We can get to the aggressive c5 immediately. We can take on c3, and then bishop e4 is also looking good. We might be also having some interesting idea to take, and rook e4. Just imagine we go with the rook to g4. Is there a way to stop black from rook on g4? It looks a little crazy to put the rook on g4, but maybe not so bad, because we try to attack the white king immediately. Looks weird, to be honest, but maybe it's a good way to proceed here with the black color. Let's try, because it's so crazy, so we are not getting many chances to do something like this. This is so unusual. I think easy move c5 would give black excellent play. But I think that this idea of rook e4 is just extremely unusual, so we have to play it. Just for fun, because it's like one in a lifetime opportunity to play something like this. Have you ever seen in Queen's Gambit structures rook getting to g4? I think I never did it in my life, so wow. Rook is getting to g4. Let's see what happens next. So what do we have in the chat? Alright, alright. Let's see what happens next. We would like to get this rook on g4. Is there a way to defend for white against rook on g4? I don't know, because how to defend against it? Knight on h2, so white is giving up on the h4 pawn. Well, I think we're gonna take it. So we take the pawn. I think we should be doing better now. This is looking like a better position for black. Yes, there is some idea of f5 somewhere, but first of all, we might be able to play the move bishop e4. And f5 at the moment is not so good, because we're going to take the pawn on g5. That means we have a little bit of time. It would be great to get the knight on e4. How we do that? How can we get the knight there? I don't think we can, so let's first attack the pawn on e3. So we can attack it with a queen, and then we're gonna attack it with a rook. Simultaneously, we are bringing the black pieces a little bit nearer to the center, because this is a place of the action. We can also play the move h6, looking very interesting. We would like to take on g5. Many options here for black. We have this option, rook h3. Also possible. Bishop on d2. Maybe the idea for white is to play this move queen on e1. And the rook still would be not in real trouble, because we have the move simple rook on h3. So this feels okay. Maybe it's time for h6. I think. Looks not so bad to play the move h6. Let's go with the move h6. I'm opening the position even more on the king side, so this should be good. I think it should be good. What can white do now after the move h6? Not so easy, because oh, white takes. White takes. I'm not sure if this is a good play, because now also the knight gets into the game and the king is so much open, so I think we should be able to give a checkmate, but the game goes on, so we have to play good chess here. I think we should go with the move knight f6. We should go for a checkmate. Of course, we could have taken the pawn. This is, of course, a good move, but I think we might be able just to give a checkmate, so let's try. Let's try. Should I take with the bishop or should I take with the king? Maybe with the bishop. Even though I don't know where is the big difference, but knight is getting next to e4. Once the knight is on e4, I'm feeling so confident that we will be able to deliver a checkmate. Rook on f3, so the rook is getting here. We can avoid this by playing knight on e4. So let's go. What a beautiful knight. What a beautiful knight here on e4. The rook is under attack, so let's go back. Next would be great to bring the rook from a8 into the game. How can we do that? Maybe something f5, king f7. I don't know. Maybe here we can play, by the way, the move bishop h5 just to take the rook on f3. So I think I will go for it. We have the pin. So let's win some material, but in any case we are doing just so well because of the knight on e4. So basically there is no way to defend here for white. We are taking with a pawn, and next the rook is falling on f3. So with the rook it is game over. Are you a positional or a tactical player? So I think something like this does not really exist, because in case you have a chance, you attack. In case you must defend, you defend. So you always have to be everything in a best case, of course. So maybe a little bit more, I would say, positional than tactical, because I'm already 40 years old. To be tactical, you must be very sharp, so you must be young. Usually, young players are tactically sharper than the older guys, so with age you get experience, but your CPU is getting weaker. Nothing to do, nothing to do. This is happening to all of us, so very normal. Let's go with the next game. I think it was a nice win, so let's try to play good games. Let's try to enjoy. In case you like my comments, of course, push the like button and push the subscribe button on your screens. e4, c5, let's go with a Sicilian. Knight c3, knight c6. What is happening here? Knight on e2. Wow. Okay, knight f6. Probably we will see the move d4, I guess. No d4. Our opponent is considering something else, but still plays the move d4, so take d6. We have the rouser system. This is called the rouser. So we have d6, rouser with a move bishop on c4. Quite popular, actually. We have different ways to play it. Let's go with the move bishop d7. Not so often played move. Usually e6 is the normal way to play it. Bishop on b3, and maybe we try to go in this kind of rouser dragon mix. Let's see how this is going to end up for us. Now in case of bishop g7, there is this bishop e3. So maybe it is okay to take first on d4. Let's think a little bit. I think so. Let's take on d4 first. So the queen has to take. Now let's go with the move bishop g7. Next move is short castle, so the queen has to go somewhere. And I believe that black is perfectly fine in the current position. Bishop e3, a little bit strange. Maybe he's aiming for a long castle, but I don't think long castle is a great idea here for white, so a bit unusual to see the bishop on e3. Let's immediately start the counterplay with the move b5. This is very typical for those of you who do play the dragon. I guess you know the idea of b5. We try to push b4, a5 next in case we can. This would be fantastic. White usually is not allowing that, but in the current position we had a chance to play the move b5, so I did it. I think instead of b5 we could have played as well queen a5 followed by the move rook c8, which also looked pretty good. But b5 is just too tempting. Wow, he is taking with a knight on b5. This is again very unusual play because it feels so dangerous. Option number 1 to take and take on e4. Option number 2 to take e4 immediately. Both options are looking pretty nice in my opinion for black. We have to choose the next move. What should it be? Queen a5 also possible, but is it actually working? Ooh, this might be working. This would be fantastic. So let's count. Queen a5, knight goes back. We take, bishop takes c3, take. Now king e2 is the only move. Then we have the bishop b5, check, only move here, and bishop c6, and black wins. Wow, this is amazing. If this is working, this is just amazing because so beautiful. Maybe we are capable of winning now in a very, very beautiful way. Let's double check if I'm correct, because one mistake and we might be losing. The stakes are high of the next move. I think so. Let's go. Queen a5. I think this is working just amazing. This is so beautiful that we are able to take knight e4. Queen takes, because what else? If white is not taking now on e4 with the queen, then obviously black is going to have fantastic position. So it will be simply much better for black. Our opponent is considering maybe something else, but there is nothing else. So it's or to take on e4 or just defend in a pretty bad position. So I think the choice is to take. Yeah, this is what we've been expecting. Now we take. Very beautiful combination. Now we take. The rook is under attack, and oh, I miscounted. There is a move bishop d5. Oh, I completely miscounted. This is terrible. Such a beautiful combination is not working. I made a miscalculation. Yeah, this is not working. Wow. Wow. We cannot do that. That's pity. That's pity, because such a beautiful combination, and now all is gone. So I saw that I have this bishop on c6, and I missed that there is bishop on d5. Now we have just a lost position here. Nah, this is pity. This is pity, because it was beautiful. It was quite a beautiful play, but it was not working. Such a nice calculation, and we are ending in a lost position. That's pity. Is there a way still to fight a little bit here? Let's search for something where we can maybe extend the game at least. So we keep on fighting. What can we do here? Feels very difficult to fight in the current position, because it is just completely lost. We are just completely lost instead of having better play. That's pity. That's pity. So what should I play to keep the game going at least a little bit? I really don't know, because it feels just so bad that I don't know, where's even a little bit of counterplay here. Maybe to play something like e5, but can we call it counterplay? Counterplay is a big word for a position like that, so but I don't see something better. This is a problem, so at least we keep the position a little bit complex. So let's go with the move e5. Yes, we are completely lost. What to do? What to do? We tried a beautiful combination. It didn't work. What to do? Miscalculation by me. Now, can we still get even slightest chances here to do something with the black pieces? Very difficult. Very difficult. Maybe let's go with the move. I don't know. I don't know what we can do here. It looks like game over. Maybe let's go with the move king h8 at least to get this f5. So in theory we will be maybe trying to trick the guy somewhere, but objectively speaking, the game is done. So now only chance is to trick, which is also not looking like a real option in the current position. So not good, not good, not good. Bishop takes f7. Risky decision, by the way, by our opponent. What a move. Why he does it? Instead of having an easily winning position, he is risking here with the move bishop takes f7. Because now there might be some tricks on the chessboard, and who knows what might happen. So we have this move, for example. Bishop goes here. We play with the rook. Take, 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 bishop. Okay, it's already sort of a little bit of fight here. We can also just move the rook. And where does the bishop go? I don't know where the bishop goes. So might be here. We play here. Is it enough? I don't know if we will be getting here some chances to come back eventually, but we have to play a very good next move because it's all about the next move, and I think maybe the best chance is just to play the move rook to d8, because otherwise we have this lost position here. Yeah, we will be queen versus two bishops, but I don't think we can save it because it's just so bad. So I think the best chance is to play the move here. Let's go with this one. It should be a lost position, but we will try. We will try to fight in this position. We'll try the tactical tricks. Maybe lucky and something is going to work out, so let's see. Idea is always to get the rook here. This is the idea that we have. Only chance of black is to get this rook f4 working. So can we get some counter chances, at least small ones? Let's see. As well, we have somewhere the sacrifice here, but not working at the moment, so obviously white is having a winning position, no doubts about it, but we are trying just to get some little counter chances. Queen h4. He is extremely tactical because attacking the rook and same time bishop takes g6 is the idea of our opponent. Is it possible that we go like d5, or is it just a lost position? But I think we are lost anyways, so queen f6 of course is a deadly threat, so we cannot let it happen, but we might try. What should we try here? Or nothing to try? Is it just a game over? Is it just over, or we play the move g5? I think the best try. I don't see something else, so let's go with this move. At least to surprise the guy, because I don't think he saw this move g5, and now the idea is to play just this rook to g8. I don't know why he took on g5, just queen h5 and it would be game over. So now it's sort of not so easy anymore. He gives us chances because it was not a must to play like this with white. So I'm a little bit surprised why he did it. Now let's push. Or should we play first this move and then push? Now we have some chances. Okay, let's go with the move d5. It looks like the right way to play the current position. In case we get the move d4 done, it's gonna be a huge fight. So this is not easy anymore. If we have the move d4 on the board, it's gonna be a fight. Suddenly we are back because it looked just over. And now we're fighting. So, will we get fighting chances? He takes, wow. He gives me the rook. I don't get really what is he doing. He's trying to make a draw or in a winning position. I don't understand. This is so strange. So let's go with the move a6. Maybe we will be able to win some pawns of white. Maybe I should have taken the pawn and made a draw, but I think maybe we will be fighting to win the current position. Let's see, because the position is going to be so strange. Yes, I see that he can take the pawn. Now we're gonna play this move queen on c4. So I would like to get the pawn on a2 in case I can. And this is going to be something, I don't know who will be doing better, because it feels so strange. all the position is just weird, so we are winning the pawn. Now we will be pushing, and usually for black it's easier to push the pawn, so this is the chance that we try to take. Okay, I don't care about the pawn h7, this doesn't matter at all, and let's go the move a4. Now should we play the move king on d5? As you can see, the a pawn is going to start walking, and there will be now stop to force the pawn. So let's go the move a3. Next, this and a2, and black is winning. So so risky play by our opponent in a completely winning position. So he was just winning, and now it's gonna be so difficult to stop this a2 next. How to prevent the move a2? And of course, we don't care about nothing except the a pawn. This is very typical. In case you have queen on the board, you just push one pawn. You don't need 3 pawns, you don't need 10 pawns, you just need 1 pawn to win a game. That's why it's all about 1 pawn. And the question is there a way for white to stop now the a pawn? Can white do something here? Not easy. Not an easy position to save for my opponent, and still there might be something. So let's see. There might be something, but I don't know. Bishop on c3. What is the idea? a2, bishop c3 is the idea. Take and try to make a draw. Yeah, not a bad idea by my opponent. So this he did quite well. Strong move, but it should be still winning by the feeling. So how can we win here? I should do some neutral move first. So maybe to play something like king c6. Just a waiting move, because I would like to collect the pawn in case I can, and then I'm gonna play the move a2, because a2 bishop c3, this is like forced. And in case I take, he takes a pawn on a2, this might be a draw because he has too many pawns. So I would like first to get his rook. Maybe to take is a win, but yeah, I could have take, this would be a win. Yeah, this I made a mistake, I could have won the game. Now this idea, bishop d4, is it working? Yeah, it still works. How to win the current game? Let's go with the move, maybe. No, it is not winning. Let's go with the move king b7, because this is a win. This is a win. Actually, very interesting position. If it is a win or it is a draw, feels like it should be a win, but not 100% obviously, because it could be as well just a draw. Now he gives me, yeah, okay, I have to take. It is a win, and this is a win because we have the check, and it should be a winning position, I think. Let's go with the move h5, and oh, I didn't take the pawn. Another huge mistake by me. I should have, of course, played it differently. And I could have taken the pawn and it would be just game over. And now, yeah, this is a draw. This is a draw. Terrible, terrible not to win the game. Very, very upsetting because it was already a win. So that's sort of pity. And here, there's not much we can do to win the game. So I think all we can do is just to offer a draw eventually, and that's it. So what a strange move. Okay, so let's offer a draw. He wants to win with white, yeah. A huge play by the guy. He wants to bang me on time. I don't know why to do that. Why to do that? Okay, you are lucky to survive the game. I think it is enough. You can be happy that you survived with being queen down, but he wants to beat us. So can we win the game? Just having a couple of seconds on the clock, it's gonna be difficult to win this. So maybe he will manage to lose the game, but it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. So he is trying to put some effort into losing, but now we have a winning position with the black pieces, but I think I don't have enough time to win it. So I will try, I think, to make a draw, because we cannot win it. Too little time to win the game, and that's pity. Should have played way faster. Now we just give here perpetual check, because otherwise I will be losing on time. So pity not to win. We had a winning position, and yeah, he offers a revenge. Okay, let's play one more game with him, and then we're gonna play somebody else, because we've been so close. We've been so close to win the game, but little time. I should have played way faster before. Then probably we would be having better chances, because too little time. And yeah, bishop on d6, d3. Alright, so we have the 4-knight opening, a6, strange move, because we can take and get slightly better position, I think. So we can also go bishop c4 with slightly better, or we play bishop a4, also possible. Which choice should we make here? Maybe let's go with the move, I don't know, bishop a4 to get bishop b3. b5, bishop on b3. All is pretty normal. Now, let's see, he goes back. Wow. Very unusual play, because why to go back? Why he just goes back? Now we can play a4, knight on d5. This is looking better for white. Also, just to play the move bishop on d5 is looking better, because we're gonna win the pawn on e5. So we have the choice. Maybe let's go with the move a4. So we force the guy to play the move b4. And then we play knight on d5. So what do we have in the chat? b4, knight on d5. Mate in one miss. I had a mate in one somewhere. Maybe I didn't see that, so I didn't mate. a5, weird. Very strange play by our opponent. I don't understand the move a5, because it makes no sense. Bishop never goes to a6, so why to play the move a5? In any case, we have to proceed with good play, so let's just do the short castle. Cannot be a bad move. He gave us basically a tempo, so thank you. We say thank you, and we continue the game. Normally to take on e7 is the move, and to play bishop g5. This is something normal. So position of white is better, maybe even much better. Something between better and quite significant better. Now this idea of bishop g4, maybe somewhere. We can play, I think, the move bishop d5 to give the bishop, because anyway he's gonna play the move bishop e6, so the bishop is gonna be sort of under pressure. So let's play the move bishop on d5. Looks good. Safe play. Next we will see if we gonna play this move queen on d2, but the idea is c3, because the pawn on a5 is now not the best. So I think black is under pressure. Rook a6, very inventive way to defend the knight on c6, yes. We have to give him credit for being very inventive. Bishop g4 might be an idea, so let's just quit on the idea, and I think we can just play the move h3. It's gonna be very useful to have the pawn on h3 in any case, so no worries here. Let's go with the move bishop h4. I don't think that g5 is possible. It doesn't look like it is possible, so we are Okay, and the rook on a6, on one hand, it's a good rook, but on the other hand, the rook is completely out of the game. So just imagine if we have enough time to start something here on the king side, the rook is just out of the game. So it might give us some chances. For example, here already I believe we have a chance, and I think we can take the knight. So the rook has to take, there is nothing else, this is clear, and we go with the move d4. So the rook is sort of not so well positioned, let's call it softly. d4, we would like to go d5, and we would like to go de. Bishop on c4, yes, this is normal, the rook is under attack, so we are playing simple, move rook to e1, and now after b3, where does the bishop go from c4? Is there somewhere the bishop can escape? Cannot go back? To go bishop a6, I'm sure this is not what our opponent wants to do next, so let's see, let's see. So, what do we have in the chat? Some chess questions? No chess questions. g5. Ooh, now we will have a crazy position because I think I should sacrifice here. Maybe first to play d5 just to close all the ways and to close the bishop just in case. I could have gone bishop g3. Also, this is looking much better, but I think we should go for this kind of sacrifice. It feels the right move to play, so we take it. And I think we have now several ways of winning the position. First of all, we have here, the rook is coming, and I don't know, is there a way to do something for black against the rook? Let's go. Rook g3 or rook to f3. Look at this. Bishop c4, completely out of the game. Rook on b6, completely out of the game. And this is what I mean, that when you are putting this kind of rook a6, you might be very quickly in trouble because of your pieces, which are not so well positioned. Queen on d7, our opponent is fighting like a lion, but is it enough to fight here like a lion? Because the position might be just lost. And it doesn't really matter how hard you try. Let's see, let's see. How can we win it? Rook on g3. He will be able to take on e4. We play the move queen h5. Is it not just a checkmate already? I don't see a defense. So, looks like a checkmate to me. But last time we blundered, so I will try to be more careful now. Because last time we made such a horrible miscalculation and got in trouble. So let's count again. Here, here. We play the move queen h5. Is there a way to defend against all the threats of white? I don't see a defense. In theory, is there a way to defend against all the threats simultaneously? I don't think so. So let's go. Let's go with the move rook to g3. It just feels like it is the right way to play here for white. And as we said, idea here, I don't see a defense. So let us go with them. Also, this is winning, by the way. This feels also like a winning continuation, but how to defend against all the threats simultaneously? So we play the move queen h5. What a beautiful attack here. We are attacking the black king, and the black king is defending basically solo. Because rook b6 out of the game, bishop c4 out of the game, so the knight, only the black knight is sort of trying his best. But is it enough? Is it enough just to have the... Oh, now we have a checkmate in couple of moves, so I'm pushing always the F button before we're giving a checkmate. Boom! Now you have the chance for yourself to search for the checkmate. White is winning here. We have a checkmate, so I give you, let's say, 20-30 seconds to find it. Very beautiful win now. So let me give you a little bit more time just to think for yourself, because it's the best way to get better. Try to think for yourself and then we compare to what happened, so you will become better players. Stay with us on VChess. In case you're enjoying my comments and of course the games, push the like button, subscribe, tell your friends. Thank you very much for the support. It's not so easy to stream, takes a lot of time and energy, so your support is needed here. I hope you found the checkmate, and let me give it. So we play the move Queen H6 check, and we play now the move Bishop on F6, double threat of a checkmate, Queen H8 with a checkmate. So quite nice, and our opponent wants another revenge. Okay, let's go. Last game against the same opponent. Usually I just play 2 games. Let's play the third one because I think it's fair to give a rematch after we gave a checkmate. So let's go. Next game we play 4 knights. He does against us exactly the same as we did against him. This is funny. So let's go. No, we have the move d4. Now bishop b4. This is the usual way to play these positions. So all is theory. He plays so quickly, such a fast player. We take the pawn back on d5. This position is usually pretty equal, so there are many ways to play this position with white and with black. Which line should I choose? Let's go with the move rook to b8. Quite a rare line, rook to b8. Idea is sometimes to have this rook on b6 in case we need it. So queen on f3. Idea maybe to play the move bishop g5, but this is only maybe, it's not sure. So let's go with the move bishop on b7. I like this. We are aiming against his queen, and let's see what happens next. So the rook on b8 is defending the bishop on b7. This is pretty important. Bishop on g5. Our opponent is so tactical. First, we might be able to play this move h6, which is looking perfectly okay. Let's calculate the move d4, because there is only the move knight on e4. Can we win eventually some material? I don't think so. There is no way to win something, so we go with the move h6. Yes, we go with the move h6. Let's see, let's see. He goes for this endgame, but I think this endgame is slightly better for black or equal, so one of those. No real risk to be worse here with black, so we have an excellent endgame from the opening. Now knight on b5. He continues playing so tactical. Every move he does is just so tactical. Incredible player, because he is just pushing. He does not care. He is better, he's worse. Endgame, no endgame. He just tries to give me a checkmate and that's it. What a player. Alright, we have to be very careful against this kind of player because so tricky the guy. Let's go with the move c5. Is it okay to get the pawn on c4 next? Maybe I should have done something else, but I was just worried a little bit about this knight e4, knight f5, and it's gonna be a draw, so I don't want to force a draw in this kind of position, because I believe I should have a chance to play on. Maybe I should have played bishop a6. Okay, I don't know. We have to play a little bit faster against the guy, because he is so quick. As you can see, he does his moves almost instantly, so we cannot think here for a long time, because otherwise we're just losing on time. So bishop a6 is a draw, but we don't want to draw. We do not want to draw. Let's play. Let's play the current position. Just a second, I would like to calculate this move. Also possible, by the way. I think this is okay. This is okay. I hope he's going to take, because he is so tactical, so he might take on a7. This would be, I think, in his style to grab a pawn on a7. Is he going to do that? Let's see. This would be, I think, insane. To take a pawn on a7, would you do something like that? Taking the pawn on a7, yes or no? Please write me in the chat. Knight on d6. No, he didn't do that. He didn't take the pawn on a7. He got scared. Quite funny because usually, as we saw previously, he is pushing so hard. Such a tactical player. And now he is not taking the pawn. Well. Alright. The knight is getting to f5. Obviously, this is not so dangerous. So black is having excellent position here. Should we play for a win? I think we should. So let me play the move bishop on a8, because in case we give up on the bishop, this is gonna be just a draw. Now we have here the pressure on the b file. Not so pleasant for white, the pressure. Yes, still the position should be close to equal, but maybe we will get some chances to push here for a win. Let's see. Now we have again few options how to play the current position, and I believe we will be playing also very tricky here with the black. This move knight f5. One hand it is dangerous, the other hand, yeah, it's alright to lose a pawn on h6. That's alright, no problem here. We need to get to the b2 pawn, this is the main. So maybe let's try to do something also very strange, and it is to play the move rook on b6. Looks very weird. We are attacking the knight. Yeah, this looks easy, but the idea rook to b8, I agree. This is looking just strange, but maybe it is working. In case it works, this is just great, because we'll be getting the pawn on b2. In case we get the pawn on b2, then black is doing well. So king gets to f8, pretty safe here. And in case we get the pawn on b2, we have the bishop pair in a long run. So in a long run, we will be the one pushing for a win. Let's see. Let's see what happens next. If we will get a chance to play here for a win, or is it just equal? Is it just equal and we can do nothing? So let's take the pawn, first step. The next step might be, oh, he's missing the move bishop on d2. So he is missing this tactics because he plays so fast. Look at his time, he is playing just so quickly. Now he gives us just the knight on h6. Well, that's it. That's it, the game is over, and actually it's quite pity because it was such an interesting game in my opinion. We had many ideas in the game, he had ideas, we tried to fight, and then out of nowhere he gives us the knight on h6. So that's it, that's it. Very pity. I think it's very pity because it could have been a great game. It could have been a very interesting game, and now basically it's all about if I'm gonna blunder something in one move. In case I'm not blundering something in one move, that's it. So feels pity. It could have been a great game. So let's finish. Let's finish the game. We have to activate the bishop. How can we do that? We can do that in many ways. Maybe most simple way is let's get the king here and the bishop into the game. So g4. Now the bishop on f8 is attacking the rook on c5, and that's it, I think. So still, let's win the game in a clean way. I like to win the games without major chances for my opponent. How should we do that? What is the best finish line here? I think we should go like rook c6. So we offer him to change the rooks. We are full piece up, so every change is good for black. Simple strategy. h4. He is going somewhere. We don't know where. So let's change the next piece. We follow our very simple strategy. We change everything first, and then we're gonna start collecting the pawns of white. So for example here, and d5 is falling, then f4, g4, and h4 is going to fall. There are no chances here to survive this position with white, obviously, because how to survive something like this? Now, again, we have many options to win the position. I don't know what is easier here. Difficult to say what is the easiest way. Maybe just to take. Why not? Next, we're gonna collect the pawn on f6. And usually it should be a resignation. So we play the move rook f4. Next move is rook takes f6. That's it. That's it. There is nothing to fight with. We take the pawn on f6. The pawn on a7 cannot be taken because of bishop c5 move. It would be check. Now he gives us the b4 pawn. So obviously we will be taking the b4 pawn. And white resigns. So all in all, interesting games against the current opponent. So it was a big fight. First game we made a draw, then we won 2 games, so big fight. Alright, let's go with the next one. Please like and subscribe in case you're enjoying my comments. Next game, let's go with the move d4. With the next game, knight f6, c4, d4, c4, knight at c3. Now we're playing the Nimzo-Indian with a white color, d5, no Nimzo-Indian. So we have the classical queen's gambit, bishop g5. Usually now this should be the move. Bishop on b4, so we don't have the classical queen's gambit. But it's okay, we're gonna play with the move e3, I think. Okay, let's try this line. h6, we're gonna take. We're gonna give a check on a4. Because now we force the knight on c6. And now next we're gonna develop our pieces. So it is like slightly better for white or equal, something in between. Maybe let us try to play something interesting with the move knight on e2. Usually it is not the main move, but it's interesting. Now we're gonna play a3, attacking the bishop, so the bishop has to take, probably there is nothing else. And we're gonna take with a knight. So, we take with the knight on c3. So, now the knight wants to take the pawn on d5, and because of the knight on that been on c6, so knight e7, good move by our opponent. We have to somehow find a way to block the bishop on c8 as long as we can. How can we do that? Maybe is it time to play something like queen on b3, attacking the pawn, provoking the move c6, but how does it help us? How does it help us? I don't think it helps. So let's play the move bishop on d3. We have to aim for the short castle next, and then we try to have this kind of minimal advantage, but of course it is maybe just equal. Let's do the short castle. Good move, bishop f5. So our opponent is playing an excellent game in my opinion. He does exactly the right thing. He's changing the bishop, so good play. Good play by our opponent. I think for us we need to return. There is nothing to do with on a4 for the white queen. So we return, and long run we are getting ready for this kind of minority attack, but it is of course in a very long run. Rook on e8. I don't know why he needs the move, so let's go with the move b4. We are starting the idea b5, which is the most typical for the current position. Let's see how he's going to defend against it. So we have a question, why was not there bishop b5 pinning the knight? Yeah, it was possible, but just short castle, so in case you take c6, then black would take c3, and still we would be more or less where we have been before, so would not change much. Now, let's go with the move knight a4, then white knight belongs to c5. In case we can get the knight on c5, this might be slightly better for white. Very, very little, of course, because we try to provoke the move b6 and then we're gonna go back. And then we're gonna put the pressure against the pawn on c6. This is the idea for white here. Obviously, we are approximately having an equal play here. Everything is normal for white and normal for black, so very positional game. So, our opponent also started to think longer before he just played instantly. And it seems like he's not so sure what he should do next because he's spending some time. We are pretty sure what we want to do next. That is to play rook c1 followed by the move b5. So this is a very typical play for white. And yes, I'm gonna do that. b5 is coming next. We try to get some small advantage here if possible. Second idea is to play knight on c5 followed by the move a4 and then b5. Knight on h4. Good play by our opponent. This is exactly the right plan for black. I think well done. He tries to get this counterplay by playing the move queen on g5. This is good play. Good play. So, few ways to play this position with the white pieces. We have to consider f3 would be something normal, but we have this queen on g5 with a double attack on e3 and the pawn on g2. So this is not something that we like to have. Maybe we should get like rook to c2 and then we have the move f4 with the idea b5. This is possible, but it feels a little bit like not the best. We can get the queen on f1, also feels a bit weird to be honest. So what should we do here? How should we defend against the move queen on g5? Maybe a rook on c2 is the best because we would like also to double. Feels a little risky, but maybe queen on d1, but feels ugly to play a move like that. So let's go with the move rook on c2, I think. This feels like the right move to play. And the question is, who is quicker? He will be trying to do something on the king side, and I'm going to play the move b5. So we both have our ideas in the current position. We have to see who will be faster. Let's see what happens next. I believe that there's only this move, so I'm a little bit confused. Why is he thinking? Is there something else that black is capable of doing except queen on g5? I don't know. I think it's sort of a must play, and our opponent is thinking now. Maybe he doesn't like something, but what is there? What is there not to like? No idea. I think it's like the only option that is available. So, queen on g5 played, yeah, but why to think so long before playing and there's just nothing else? I think I have to go with the move f4. I didn't like to do that, but I have to. So, next will be knight on c5. We have to get the knight back, and then let's see, because position is slowly getting a little tactical here. We have to make a good calculation to be alright. Ideas of white, b5 and knight on c5. So maybe first knight on c5, then b5, or b5 first. We try to be as active as possible. Very risky decision to play the move queen e7. Wow, such a risky play. Because we have the option of playing now the move f5 and the knight is almost caught there. We can also play the move g3, knight gets to g6 and we have a 5 f6. Wow. Why he plays so risky? Feels a little strange because he's risking so much in a position where I think black just had a good position, so there'd been no reason to take such a risk. I believe g3 should be played. And he obviously goes back. This is clear. Is it not clear? Because he is not playing the move. Why is he not playing? Before he played so quick, and now he takes his time. All right. Maybe we're gonna play something weird. So the next move of black is clear. He wants to get like this. We have to go for the b5 idea as fast as we can. This is the only way to play this position with the white pieces. So maybe I'm gonna play something crazy here. Let's try this crazy move. So I'm trying to defend the e3 pawn with a king and queen. So I will get my b5 eventually as fast as I can. This feels weird. Maybe it is just a very bad idea. Obviously he will get the knight on f6. Yeah, I saw it, but I thought that we might be able to be very, very quick here. Let's calculate again. This knight h7, b5, knight f6, take. He's gonna take, and then yeah, this is not great. This is not great. No, I should not have done this. This was bad. Bad move. King on f2. I should not have played it. So we have to defend now. Okay, let's go in a defense. Defense is next because king f2 been really poor play. I have to defend now. Black is doing better. We will be trying to defend the current position. b6, strange play again. Sometimes I don't understand the moves of my opponent, because why to play this kind of move? The knight anyway is not doing much here, so he had all the time in the world to do it even later. A little bit strange. Okay, so let's try to take the pawn, I guess. Now, who knows? Maybe we will be lucky and we might be winning the pawn. So the knight is getting here. This is obvious. I would like to play the move h3. Of course, very risky, but I'm aiming to win the pawn. So in case we get this b5 and winning the pawn on c6, we might even be completely back to the game. So I'm trying. He's defending the pawn on c6. We will be playing the move king on g2. So it's all about this b5. Is it possible to play the move b5? Because my knight might go back over d2 to f1, or to play knight on d2, knight on f3. So I have a couple of options. Can we play the move b5? Still too early, so let's get back the knight first on f3. Very interesting position. We are aiming for the b5 push. Probably black is still doing well, but I think before it was just a much better position for black, and now it's sort of fighting, because this b5 is just so strong. Let's see. I played very poor play king f2, so I got punished for that. And that's why here currently we have to defend. There's nothing better that we can do here except defend, and yeah, then we hope for some counterplay. In the right moment, we will be aiming for some counterplay. Knight is getting here. Oh, he let my knight come to f3. I have no idea what is the move h4. Sometimes I cannot guess his moves like zero. It feels extremely unnatural to let me play knight e5. He had so many ways to avoid that, and he gives me the opportunity. So it feels just weird, because most of the moves are something normal, so you're able to guess most of the moves. But against the current opponent, I'm guessing zero. I just cannot predict. I cannot predict his next moves at all. It's every move is a surprise. Because why to let my knight on e5? Such a monster here on e5, and yeah, he just let it happen. Now queen on b7. Also, I would never predict the move. So let's take, I think. Or should we go with the move queen f5? Also looks tempting. But I think we have a little trick here, so let's take with a knight. b5 is always possible. And queen f5 somewhere, or go back, or we have the trick. So maybe we are doing better. Let's see. It's sort of very, very sharp position, of course. Very, very tactical. We finally got the pawn on c6, so finally the game is getting crazy here. Before that, it was looking like just a very bad position for white, but now we are back. We are completely back. King on h8. Is it a good move or a bad one? He was defending against the knight e7 check, but now we are again having maybe some tactical opportunities. Do we? Not sure, so let's first go back. Cannot be a bad move because we are aiming to take on f7. Most of the endgames should be quite good for white now. Let's see how black is capable of defending the current position. Now again we are capable of taking the pawn. Why is he giving us the pawn? I can guess 0 of his moves, literally 0. I cannot predict. His moves are for me something that I can predict like 0, so I think I should take, no? Why not to take the pawn? So we take it. I'm never sure if he gave the pawn on f7. He wanted to do that or he just made a mistake. It feels like he planned to give me the f7 pawn, but what is it kind of plan is that? Because why to do that? So let's just go back. Now the king is completely open, so next moves might be here. We'll get the queen towards the black king, and after, I think we will be doing very, very well. Let's see. We have ideas. Queen on b5. We have ideas to have this queen on e2, queen on g4. Very beautiful queen here because attacking c8 square, plus we're getting closer. b5. If you give me 10 options, I would never guess the move b5. Really, it's like if I would have guessed 10 times, I would be able to guess it 0. But we are winning now or not yet? I think we should be winning. Let's proceed with the idea that we had to get the queen more active. But really, if I would guess, I think 10 times, I would never guess the move b5. Like, never. Literally, never. I'm playing the most unpredictable opponent I have ever played, I think. I can guess 0 of his decisions. Rook c4. Would you ever guess? Rook on c4. Huge. But this move is a nice move, by the way. It's a good play. This is not a bad play at all. So he's playing well. It's not that he's a bad player. In no way. So let's first play queen to h5 because I think the rook is not running away from us and he wants to take with the d pawn. So he would like to get his queen very active. I believe this is his idea, but again, I'm not sure. With the current guy, I'm not sure in like nothing. So, okay, I will be taking the rook because it's time to take. Now we have the move d5, but I think more easy is to play the move queen on f3. We are defending everything. Queen on d5. Yeah, good play, good play. Now, let's go. Actually, black is back somehow. I don't know what I did wrong, but it seems like that black is completely fine. How did it happen that black is fine now? This is crazy. I think this is okay. We have to defend the pawn on f5. This spin, not so great for black. I think I should be still close to winning, but what a crazy game here. This is so strange. All the moves are weird. Extremely strange game. So let's go with the king to h3. He's playing strange. So I will be doing the same. Who will be playing more strange is the question. I think I have the option now of queen on c6. We are still not winning here. We should be somehow. Let's go with this. He's fighting like a lion. We should be winning. I just think how to win this. This is crazy. This is getting crazy. Let's play the move f6 because I don't see what to do. I didn't know what to play, so what to play still. Okay, let's go here. I just don't know what to play. Let's give him a check and let's come back. So h5. So little time on the clock. Who is going to be faster here? Let's go here. Let's give him another check because we're just running down the time. There is no time. And here. So we take, we play here. We give a check. We play here. Check, take. Check. We won on time, finally. What a battle. What a crazy game. I could guess 0 of my opponent's moves, and in the end, what a craziness on the chessboard. But we somehow been lucky to win the game. But yeah, what a game. Okay, we play a revenge because it's always fair to give a revenge. This was a huge fight. Very good play, I think, by our opponent. He played a great game. At some point, I think he had a better position. Then we overtook. We had a better position, so absolutely crazy game. A3. All right, this is a normal move. Queen e7. This is the way usually to play such positions here. But what is funny, I could guess 0 of his moves, like literally 0. This is not very often happening that I cannot guess a move, and I could guess absolutely 0 of my opponent's moves. It's obviously that he's extremely tactical, this for sure. So he's very, very tactical player, but that I could guess like nothing happening very, very rarely. But yeah, this was the case. Alright, so against tactical player, I think it's a good idea to go just for an endgame because we saw how well he is in tactics. Let's play some endgame. Now the bishop is not doing so well here, so we get the bishop out to b7. I'm reading that rook sacrifice counterplay was damn good. Yeah, this was excellent play. It was excellent play by our opponent, yeah. Huge game, absolutely huge game. In the end, I have been just a little bit more unlucky, but it was absolutely huge game. Very well played, yeah. Definitely very well played. And still, for me, it's just so weird that I could not guess any of his moves. This is happening super rare because usually, okay, you're predicting some moves of your opponent, but I could predict 0. I could not understand what is going on. Every move comes as a surprise. This is so rare, but yeah, crazy game, crazy game. Okay, let's check what do we have currently on the chessboard. We are playing knight c6, attacking the pawn on b4. White has to do play now. Oh, b5. Wow, this is a good move. Is it a good move? This is a question because we play knight on b4 with a tempo. So now the bishop has to take this passive position on b1. And is it the right plan for white? Oh, he gives me the bishop. Wow. No, but I think if you would let me guess 5 times again, I would not guess to give the bishop because it feels so wrong to give the bishop. Normally, white should never give the bishop on d3. Amazing. So unpredictable. The guy is so unpredictable. And yeah, I think I should play maybe the move a5. We're gonna put some pressure against the b6 pawn, but I have the move d5. So I can play the move a5. This is going to be more or less equal, but it feels like I should aim for more than just being equal. Can we punish the guy for doing strange stuff here? Can I go with the move d5? And then this c6. I'm gonna take king e2. Take here. Who is doing better there? No idea. Feels extremely complicated. So this is a draw. We should aim for more. I feel like we should go for more. To play here d5. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good move. It feels a little bit like we're doing something wrong, but maybe it is working, so... Yes or no? Maybe let's go with the move rook c8 first. It feels like a bad move. I don't know. I have a bad feeling when I see a move like d5. I'm closing my bishop. Yes, there is some idea behind it, but I just feel bad playing move like d5. So we have the move rook c8. This feels better. We have a couple of ideas. First idea is to play the move d5. So he plays against the move d5 because he would like to play the move c5. Makes perfect sense. So we have now again the move a5, which leads to more or less an equal position. Maybe we should play the move d6. So we aim for this kind of long game. Maybe. Let's go. Let's go with the move d6. I don't think that black is risking in the current position to get worse. So in case we don't risk to get worse, we might be able just to have this kind of long game. Let's see what happens. Attitude and d6 is a perfect move for something like this. Maybe we would like to play the move e5 next. I don't know if we want, but maybe. Let's see if e5 is actually something decent. If e5 is not so good, then we might be playing just the move rook c7. So we're getting ready eventually to defend the pawn on a7, number one. And number two, maybe to play the move d5 in the right moment, or to play the move a5 in the right moment. So we are very, very flexible. This kind of endgame, yes, it is approximately an equal endgame, of course. But let's see. By the way, I'm reading in the chat some nice comments. Yeah, thank you very much for the nice comments. Max Frey saying your live streams are my favorite. I love your commentary. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Push the like button. Subscribe to our channel VChess. So the question is why a5 should be in most of the cases a draw, because after a5 white has to take. I'm gonna take with the bishop. So idea is next to go with a very quick d5, and I'm gonna take on c4. So there will be not so many pieces left on the board, and most probably this should just lead to a draw. Easy explanation in my opinion. Next, d5, still there is this move c5, so we might be able to play the move knight on d7 with the idea on d5 next. Is it the right way to play? But to go back with a knight feels weird. I don't think we should go back. Now to play the move a5 still is more or less just a draw. So yeah. I play chess, thank you very much for the support. The sister of Pragnananda won the candidates. Strong family, what can I say? What can I say? Yeah. Of course, congratulations. Congratulations to Sindarov and Vaishali for an exceptional result in the candidates. There's nothing else to add. This is exceptional. So, what can we do next? Okay, maybe let's bring the king first and then we see. By the way, I play chess, one of our biggest supporters here. Please show some likes for I Play Chess. He supports us from the very early stage. Yeah, I Play Chess once again. Thank you very much for your support. That's great. That's great to see that there are people that do appreciate some good chess. Thank you very much again. So we have the move Rook A4 on the board. We have now to decide. This is the last moment when we can go with the move A5. It is now or never for the move A5. Maybe actually it's not so bad now. Or should we go with the move D5? Also interesting, because there might be no C5 now. So in case there is no C5, then the move D5 is making sense. We close the bishop, but we're gonna take DC, so we have to be here very, very precise. This is like the moment where you try to calculate the things till you say it's alright. This is probably the right evaluation. I believe I should go with the move A5, because in case I go rook on C7, it's possible, for example, rook on A1, and then to play this bishop C8, bishop D7. This is more or less equal as well, but maybe we can try... or should I go with this rook C7? I really don't know. I really don't know. Okay, let's go with rook C7, yeah. Okay, let's be solid. Let's be very, very solid. Let me read the comments. Someone was betting on Sindarov and won some money. Well, risky bet, but yeah, it was rewarded. Let's play slowly, slowly. Let's get the king closer. In best case, maybe actually very funny to put the king on B8 to protect the pawn on A7. This would be funny. Maybe not the best. Okay, from here I have to play now way faster. I played slow because the guy is so tactical, and to see all his tricks is far from easy. Far from easy. Very, very tricky guy. Let's see what he wants to do next, but it's actually, for me, making no sense to pre-think, because anyway, I cannot guess any of his moves, so this makes the game even easier, because, yeah, I can predict 0, so in case you're predicting 0, what is the reason to think about the next move? Because I could predict 0. I could predict literally 0 from the last game. All moves been coming as a surprise. Surprise, 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 surprise. Every move is a surprise. This was crazy. So, king on E1. What? Okay, let's take, because he wanted to take the pawn on A7. Yeah, I could have played bishop C8. Would be also okay, but I think I can take here with a pawn. No, but I can guess literally 0. It's completely unpredictable what the guy is doing. Who would take here with a pawn, and why to take with a pawn? What is the reason to take with a pawn? Crazy. My idea. Let's push. So let's push. As we said, we say A, we say B. The pawn on A7 is weak, but the pawn on B5 and the pawn on C4 also is not like doing perfect. So I think we should get some decent counterplay here. Let's go first with the move king A7. There is no rush, and there is still no C5 because we're gonna take it. So it's gonna be again a very interesting game. I think this is sort of equal endgame. He wants to get the knight over C2 to B4. This is clear. We will be trying to disturb him from this by, for example, playing rook on C1. Maybe we have something better. Let's take a look. The knight might be also going here. How dangerous is it? No, this is not so dangerous. So, what should we do next? I think I should change one pair of rooks because it feels the right way to play the current position, so we're gonna change. One pair of rooks. Next, we will be defending here now the pawn on d5. And next, in case we can, we should be able somewhere a6, a5 or e4. Very aggressive play, maybe a good move. What can I do here? Knight f6 is not working, so I have to take. Yeah, this is not what I wanted, obviously. Now we're doing worse, so we have to defend. Let's go back to b7 to play quickly the move a6. We have to defend the current position. In case I get the move a6, this is perfectly fine for black, but will we be able to play the move a6? This is the question. He is pushing, and we're gonna play the move a6. No, oh, I missed this trick. He wanted to trick me, and he tricked me. Amazing. Amazing how I got into this tricky play. King b7, ridiculous. So now it's a very bad position. Now it's just a very, very bad position. Maybe it's a lost position, but he plays also extremely good. I don't know who it is, but he's playing extremely good. This is not a level of candidate master. No way, because he's playing also extremely positional chess. So this is not a candidate master player. So he's way better than this. Now what can we do here? Not so much, because basically we have no moves. It feels like I should just resign probably in a couple of moves, because we are done. We are done in the current position. There is no way to do something here. We're completely paralyzed. What a game by our opponent. I don't know who it is, but he's playing extremely well. So nothing we can do here to save the game. No idea who is this secret man. Such a level of play, because we have nothing to play here. No moves left. Maybe I'm gonna play, I don't know what I should play. There's nothing left to play, I think. Okay, let's play the move h5, because I don't know, literally we have no move. Knight on d6. No, but this is huge play by our opponent. I don't know who it is. So we are playing against a very, very strong grandmaster. I don't know who it is. So now the best move we can do in the current position is to resign. But what a play. We're playing extremely strong grandmaster. This is a guy at least 2-6. I don't know who it is. Would be interesting to know who the guy is. We can do nothing except resigning. So we lost the game, and I think it's one of the few games that we deserve to lose. This is a very strong guy. I don't know who it is. Switzerland, impossible. This is not Switzerland, because Switzerland don't have 2-6 players. There are 0 players who are 2-6 from Switzerland. We can watch this endgame. Is just unbelievably well played. So I don't know, this GF, for example, for me to play a move like King E1, I would never guess the move King E1. So unnatural to play King E1. GF, extremely unnatural to play with a GF, not knight takes to keep the good structure. To play GF. And then maybe I played a bad move D5, but alright, doesn't look so bad. Knight on B1, very strong play. The knight is getting to C3. So we change E4, brilliant move, because now I cannot keep the pawn D5. It would be great to keep the pawn, but I cannot. So E4, extremely well played. E5, fantastic move. This is like the best. Because I couldn't understand immediately that he wants to get knight E4 and knight on D6, but this is just huge level of play. I don't know who this is. This is crazy. This is not a guy from Switzerland, because Switzerland doesn't have a guy who can play like this. There is nobody in Switzerland that is capable of playing chess like this. I know all the Swiss GMs. Nobody can play a game like that. So this is not a guy from Switzerland. I think we're playing somebody extremely strong under fake account, because probably they don't want their games to be seen. So very strong guy. We will not know who it is. So actually, it's not little bit unfair, because he knows who I am, but I don't know who it is. Some incredibly strong guy. This is not candidate master. This is obvious. FIDE candidate master, no, but okay, this is a joke. So this is for sure not a candidate master. This is a fake. So we have only option is that we face some guy with I don't know, 2650 at least of a rating, 2650. This cannot be a guy under it. HDBM, welcome HDBM, long time no see. Solomon is also here, or Solomon is not here. So what do we have here? Okay, we will know for the future that this account is owned by somebody who is at least 2650, 27. This is the strength of the guy, because it's a very long game and he shows like perfect understanding, exact calculation, etc, etc, etc. So a monster. This guy is a monster. No idea who it is, but it is obviously not a FIDE candidate master from Switzerland. Okay, this is a joke. Actually, it's quite interesting to check his account. Who is this? Usually I'm not checking accounts, but I cannot chat on this account. Yes, this is typical. Okay, and blitz 2736. No, this is fake. So we played a fake player, because this is not possible. To play the way he played and to have 2736 in blitz, no way. Impossible, because way too low. This guy should have in blitz at least 3000, 3100, the way he's playing. So it's a fake game. So we can be sure this game is just fake, not a real game. Also, if we see his percentage of 97, 94, 80, no, but this guy is, no, this is fake. Okay, so we know fake account, what to do. Another fake guy. Nothing we can do. That's pity, because I felt that he's playing unbelievably good. I thought it's just a very, very good player, but no. It is not a very good player. That's pity. I thought it's just a good player. It didn't feel like he's... but moves are impossible to be guessed, but so strong, and I thought it's just a good player. But no, we did not play a good player. Pity. Alright, what to do? Anyway, it was nice. Now, because we are coming towards the end of my stream, because I Play Chess always supports us so much. I Play Chess, what do you think about let's play one blitz game, and it's gonna be the last game for today's stream. I Play Chess, in case you're here, please challenge me in 3-minute blitz game. Let's play one blitz game. Seems like I Play Chess is maybe not with us. So I Play Chess is not there. Then we have to start with the next big supporter, always here. It is Solomon. Solomon, are you here? In case Solomon is here, please challenge me for a 3-minute game. So we're gonna play the game, because I'm trying to play one game against you guys, against those who are supporting us on the VChess channel. So Solomon is here. Yeah, Solomon, let's go. 3-minute game, please, because I don't have so much time. So 3 minutes. challenge me for a 3-minute game. Alright, Solomon, where did your challenge go? Yeah, Solomon, alright, let's go. The last game for today's stream, Solomon, who is with us for so long already. E4, C5, knight on C3. Let's play with the move E6, so we play the Paulsen structure, G3. Okay, now let's go with the A6, B5 idea. This is a bit risky, but not so bad, so we get the early bishop on B7. D3, bishop B7, this is the idea, so we develop very early bishop to B7 and we have this B4 idea in case we need the B4 move. Knight on E2. So, we go now with the move knight C6 normally. Bishop E3, everything is normal, Solomon is playing for the moment, excellent game. Maybe... Where should I put my bishop? Maybe first, I don't know, first queen c7, just to be safe. Then I would like to go knight on f6 next, if I can. Short castle, knight on f6. So, pretty normal position for the Sicilian. f4, very aggressive play by Solomon, but I think it's the right play because with in Sicilian you have to be aggressive or you will reach nothing. So d6, we keep this kind of nice pawns in the center. Position is very dynamic, so let's see what happens next. Maybe let's go the move b4, so we see if there is knight on a4 or knight goes back. Both is possible. For the moment, good game, I think, by both players, I would say. Position is very unclear. Knight a4, good move, good move. It's better to go to a4 than to b1. I will try to castle short side. My idea is to open somewhere the center. For the moment, the pawn on c5 is hanging, so I am not able to do that. That's why castle, b3 probably. Defending the knight on a4, this is the idea. Knight on b2 followed by the move knight c4, but it gives me a great opportunity to play the move d5. So I think with white to play knight on b2 a bit too early because now I have the move d5. The pawn on c5 is not hanging anymore, so we are covering the center. Alright, let's go back. Now the knight on b2 looks like a bit far away from the action. a5 followed by the move bishop on a6. We are trying to get activity with white. I think it's time to push something. No, queen d3. I think Solomon has missed the move bishop a6 and now the position of white will fall apart, yeah. Queen on d3. This is a mistake. Bishop a6. We are going to take or to take on d4. So for example, I can take the d4 first. As you can see, queen on d3 just gives me this tempo, bishop a6, and black overtakes the game. Before that, I think Solomon played an excellent game, just really good game. Still, it is a big fight here, but we overtook the game. Now it is black that is pushing. In the current moment, rook on d1 trying to win on d4, but is it good to take? Maybe f5. We are trying to close the position. If white is gonna take, we're gonna take with the bishop and it's gonna be good. Now we get this monster knight on e4. So we play knight e4. Very, very beautiful knight. And intermediate move bishop c5. Rook on d4 is hanging and the bishop on e4 is hanging same time. And that means that white is going to lose some material. Bishop d5, I'm taking the rook on d4, it's a check. Next I'm gonna take the bishop. And black wins, but first, a very good fight by Solomon, yeah. Of course, it is a blitz game, so in a blitz game there are more mistakes that are happening. This is very, very normal, so good game, Solomon. Excellent game. It was a blitz game. You made 2 big mistakes strategically. I believe it is to play knight on b2 to allow me to play the move d5. And then, of course, it is tactical mistake queen d3 to get this bishop a6 with a tempo. Otherwise, nice game, Solomon. Alright, that's it, guys, for today's stream. I will be back tomorrow, the usual time, approximately noon UAE time. I wish you great day, great morning, great evening, wherever you are. For me, it's already late evening, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my comments. Like, subscribe to VChess. In case you have some great ideas, please do send us an email. We would be very happy to hear from you. We would like to improve. So, to improve, we need your feedback. It's good feedback or a bad feedback, doesn't matter. Write anything. What you believe is what you feel. So, your honest opinion is very important to us. In any case, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.